All right, everybody, time to try out or test out or explain slash review my wife's Valentine's Day gift. I know we're a little late on this, but this is when I bought it for. This is MCM Ultra. This is Mode Creation Munich out of Germany, but it's actually bottled in France and made in Paris. But this is a women's perfume, and it's very well known if you go into like Belk or Macy's because the little bag shape you see right there, it's made to look like one of those little toy backpacks that got popular with the ladies and still kind of are, like the lounge fly bags. But this is designer, and they're very expensive bags. And this perfume is no real exception because at Macy's or Belk's, you're paying 120 bucks for 2.5 ounces or 75 milliliters. So I always recommend go to Joma Shop. This particular fragrance has been out for several years, so it's at the discounters. Got it for about 60, so literally half off, if not a little bit more than half off with taxes. So make sure you go to your discounters, check them out, and they'll go from there. So let's check out the atomizer real fast. The atomizer is nothing to write home about except for the fact that it's integrated into the bag shape, which is pretty cool, and it looks kind of nice, and it looks cool on the stand with their other perfumes, and that's kind of what I was going for with the Valentine's Day present. Now, let's jump into the various notes. The top notes in the opening are apple, pink pepper, and black currant. I don't get the pink pepper. I get a lot of apple and black currant when I smell it. The middle notes are jasmine, apricot, and tuberose. Definitely get the tuberose, definitely get the jasmine, and the apricot kind of sticks around, and really I can't differentiate it from the apple too much. And then finally the base notes of tonka bean, amber, cedar, and moss. I get more of the cedar and the moss, and the amber, the tonka bean doesn't kind of hit that hard. So if that's that's kind of the breakdown on my nose. I don't really go nose blind to it. In fact, I'll go smell my paper as I'm recording this. Yep, still very, very tuberose, jasmine. Got a lot of those little florals in there. Those citrus style florals stick around for quite a while. So there's no real downside to this fragrance. They have a line of several of these various MCM little bag shaped women's fragrances, and most of the other ones had florals in them more, and this one was very much more fruit focused, and that's why I got it for my wife. She doesn't really like the florals all that much. There's a pink bag that has like more rose and stuff. But this one, if you like the fruity, fresh kind of fragrances, good for spring and summer. This is the one you go with. It's the gold bag. It's the MCM Ultra. Very, very nice fragrance. Longevity is meh, not amazing. You'll get 4 to 6 hours top end, depending on how hot it is, leaning closer down to 4 if it's hot outside and you're kind of moving a lot. So keep that in mind when you wear this. You might have to keep it in your bag with you, ladies, to reapply if you want to keep smelling during a long work day, or if you're in a situation like where there's less AC, or maybe you're moving around a lot. Maybe you're like let's say you work in like retail. You're moving, you're grooving, you're going to kind of lose the fragrance quicker than someone who's, let's say, works in an office behind a desk. Now, as far as those fragrances go, again, it's a bright, fruity opening, which is very nice. I enjoy fruity opening colognes, perfumes on my wife. I think they're a great way to start the day off because they kind of get you kind of perked up a little bit, and I think that's what they kind of go for here. And it stays sweet throughout the entire experience. So there's no point during this entire middle notes or the final dry down are you going, oh, it changed something kind of a little sharper. It's sweet the whole way through. So if you like sweet fragrances, you're good to go on a blind buy on this one probably. So sweet and fruity, if you like that, you're good to go. If that's not your thing, if you're worried it might be cloying because you're a little sensitive to sweet smells, maybe avoid it. The florals, the only floral notes in this are the jasmine and tuberose, and those are more citrusy kind of florals. They're not really like a white floral. So you're not going to get that same kind of like powder that you would normally get from like a floral-based fragrance. So there's only a little bit in there. But overall, really great fragrance. I love it when my wife wears it, and she always gets real close to me and says, like, I'm wearing our Valentine's Day present, and she gets all excited, and it's all kind of nice and sweet. But yeah, great product from MCM, and you can get it for like $60 on Joma Shop. So don't pay full retail. Go ahead and buy it from the discounters.